Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be a new series that I'm doing, and I kind of want to explain this series because there's going to be a few episodes of it where I'm going to controversial comics that you might not have heard of, and I'm going to sort of get into the controversies about them. This is going to be a short video, but some of my other videos on this subject will get really into the details of the controversies and the interesting stories that sort of involve the controversies. So this is going to be a short video, but stay tuned. I recommend you watch the series because it should be fun. But the first one in this series is this comic, which actually it even says exactly what it is. It's introducing for the first time Felix the Cat comics, especially written and drawn for this book. So it's kind of like the first unique story of Felix the Cat in comic books, and it's Dell 4 color 119. Now this book is a pretty major key. If you think about it, it's Felix the Cat's first appearance as a unique story in comics. And that would be a good thing normally, but it also just happens to be one of those comics with some controversy. And the controversy is pretty out there, pretty in front of your face. It is this character right next to Felix, and it's this sort of African black man who looks pretty cartoonish, very goofy, and has the grass skirt and everything. And it's considered racially insensitive nowadays, but back in the day, back in the 40s when this was created, that was kind of normal. It was kind of normal to sort of goof on African tribal behavior. So, and I don't think they necessarily meant it in a bad way or in a harmful way, but they would kind of create these kind of stereotype characters of African tribal people. So nowadays, this would not go over so well. So, you know, I'm all about free speech. So I think this is kind of one of those things where, you got to kind of that it came from. And sometimes it's kind of funny to see the way people view each other in the past and, have some perspective of it. So this one is kind of one of those interesting comics. I, I like finding comics with a bit of controversy. I think it's interesting. And I was kind of happy to pick this one up a while ago. But yeah. So, what do you think about controversial comics? Do you think what should we do with them? And yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions about controversial comics. Which comics have you heard of that have some controversy around them? And what do you think of that controversy? Is there merit to even collecting controversial comics? Um, you know, it's kind of one of those interesting things that I kind of think it's funny to see how people thought in the past. So this has been my first in the series of controversial comics, and hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for other episodes, and thanks for watching.